apply command. What happens when you run the kubectl apply? We'll try to understand step by step so that you can understand clear, so you can troubleshoot the issues in better way. Whenever we run kubectl apply, let us say a deployment file, the request first goes to the Kubernetes API server. API server is like a parent kind of in the Kubernetes cluster. API server will validate the YAML file, whatever the deployment YAML file we given, it will validate that particular YAML file. Then it will check whichever the user executed, it will try to check authentication and authorization using RBAC, a role-based access control, whether he is a valid user or not. Then it will store the desired state in the etcd. etcd is a database of the cluster. It will store entire cluster information. Once it is done, the controller manager watches the desired state and create the replica set or pods required resources. The scheduler will come in a picture. The scheduler is responsible to understand the requirement. It will try to check unscheduled pods. Then it assign them to suitable nodes based on the different criteria like CPU, memory, taints, toleration, node selectors, and affinity rules. It will consider all those criteria. Then the kubelet resides in every worker node, where our application pods are deployed. On that particular node, it will pull that particular image using the container runtime like Docker, Podman. Finally, Kubelet continuously reports that. Kubelet continuously reports the status of that particular pod to the API server. So some of the example commands you can see: kubectl apply, that particular